What's up everybody, Tim Conley here, and I am going to teach you how to delegate. Let's check this out. Have you ever told an employee or a contractor to do something and they said, "Yeah, boss, I'll get that done today"? And then a month goes by and you ask about it and it never got done? Well, we're gonna fix that today. What's happening with a lot of entrepreneurs is that what they do instead of delegating is abdicating. Abdicating is giving up all your authority, giving up all your power. And this is something that is so common among entrepreneurs of all kinds, not just agency owners, but all kinds. I've been working with them for 2 decades and have seen this over and over again. What happens is you talk to your employee and you say, "Go do this thing, go do this task for me." And they agree because, well, you're the boss and they don't want to get fired, so they run off and do it. But something comes up. Or maybe you tell them to do something else on top of the thing that you told them to do. Now they've got competing priorities and they don't know what to do. So what most people do is they just don't do it. They hide it. Not intentionally. They're not intentionally hiding things from you. It's just people's natural reaction to bad situations. It's a no-win situation for them. If they don't get it done, you're going to be mad. But if they do this other thing, if they don't get the other thing done, then you'll be mad about that too. So it's better to just pick one of them and get one of them done, and then maybe you'll just forget about the other because, well, they do. They forget about the other one because other priorities keep coming up. Abdication causes a bottleneck, you being the bottleneck. Your team has to make sure that they're trying to do what they need to do, the things that you've told them to do, and then they have to come back to you to get permission to move on to the next level. This causes a bottleneck that gets an entrepreneur to not want to hire people. Because in their mind, consciously or not, in their mind, they start associating hiring more people with more work. Because every time I hire someone, I have to manage them. I tell them to do something and they never get it done. So I have to micromanage them. I have to keep watching them. And so I just don't have time to hire more people so that I can get more done. Does all that sound familiar? If so, here's my 3-step process to delegation. I call this trust but verify. You need to trust your people to do the jobs that they're supposed to do, but then have a verification system so that, well, everybody stays accountable. Your employees stay accountable, but also you stay accountable. You stay accountable for the things that you tell them needs to get done, and you make sure those things get done. When you bring an employee in to discuss a result that you're after in your business, you have to have your employee agree to the result, that they can actually get you that result. They have to agree to the level of resources that you're allocating to this project. And 3, they've got to agree that they can get it done within the time frame that you've allotted to get the result. This is the 3 parts that you have to have for any form of delegation to work. And there's a 4th part, the verification piece, that I'll get to in a second. So let me go into detail on those 3 parts. Part 1 is the result. Can we actually achieve this thing? Your employee is going to say, "Yes, I can do that," if you have an environment that's not conducive to back and forth communication. To successfully delegate, your employee has to be able to talk back to you and say, "I don't think that result's possible. What if I can get you this other result? I think I can get that result. I might not be able to get this one. Is that acceptable to you, boss?" And you either say, "Yes, that's acceptable," or "No, that result is the thing I actually need." Well, then we go to part 2, which is the resources. Can the employee get the job done with the allotted resources? They may say, "Oh, I don't think I can achieve that with what I have. Maybe I need one of the other people on the team to come help me. Maybe we need to hire a contractor. Do you have some budget available for me to go hire a contractor? Oh, to do that thing that you want me to do, I'm going to need an app. Can I go get that app? And hopefully you come to an agreement. Yes, you can hire a contractor for X dollars. And yes, you can go subscribe to that SaaS so that we can use it over the course of this project. And then we go into the third part, which is the time frame. Back when you were abdicating, like right before this video, and you were just telling people to go do something, but you never gave them a time frame. You never told them this thing needs to be done in a week or 2 weeks or a month. You didn't set a deadline. You didn't give them an expectation of when this needs to be accomplished. So they can't truly prioritize based on the other things that they are responsible for completing, because they don't know where it fits. If you say, I need this in 2 days, then they know they can go back to their other projects that maybe take another week or so before they need to be done and put this one ahead of it. Right? Sounds logical. Most people just never do this one. But here's the other part. What if the employee can't get it done in 2 days? Do you have a system that allows them to negotiate with you? Are they able to say, hey, that's just not doable. There's no way I can get this done in 2 days. If I get a few other people involved, if we adjust the resources, then maybe I can get it done in 2 days. And you either say, yes, go get the other resources, get the other team members involved and get this thing done in 2 days. Or you say, oh man, I was really hoping for 2 days, but how about a week? And then you negotiate back and forth with your employee. They'll say something like, well, we did a similar project and it took us 3 weeks to accomplish. And is it possible that you can give me 3 weeks to get this done? Or is it really important to get the result sooner than that? So those are the 3 things you have to negotiate with your employee. They have to be able to let you know what they are capable of, and you negotiate and you figure out, well, is this acceptable or not acceptable? If it's a no, if the employee says no on the result, if they say no on the resources, or they say no on the time frame, then you negotiate until you get a yes on all 3. And then hopefully you're both happy. But here's where the 4th part comes in, the trust but verify. You don't want to micromanage your people. Your people don't want you to micromanage them. So you set up a system where at any point that those 3 items become a no, if one of those 3 items becomes a no, the employee comes back to you and says, this part has become a no. I cannot achieve the result you're after, or I need more time, or I need more resources. They come back to you and renegotiate. And if the answer stays no after the negotiation on any one of the 3, then you have to decide, do I shelve this project for later, or do we just forego this project altogether? If we cannot get to a yes, because we may just not be able to get it done with the resources and the people and the time that we have available. And so it's up to you as the leader of your company to be able to say, okay, I thought we could achieve this in this company. I'm going to put this on the back burner. We'll get to it later. Or you then say, oh, well, then this is really important to me. Here's more resources. Here's a result that would be acceptable. Or here's more time. And then the employee can go back and achieve those things. If at any point for the employee, if any one of those 3 elements becomes a no, they come back to you. The other part of trust but verify is that if the project is more than a couple of days, then you have to put into the calendar, the employee puts into their calendar a reminder, go tell the boss where this project is at. To say, we're still a yes on the result, we are still a yes on the resources, and we are still a yes on the time frame. And this gives you a trust but verify system without needing to micromanage, without you being a bottleneck, so your business can grow, so that you can add more people to your company without it adding more work, more management friction for you to have to handle. So hopefully you got great value out of this, and I really hope that you will start delegating instead of abdicating. If you got questions about this system, hit me up in the comments. I'm more than happy to help you go from abdication to true delegation and install a trust but verify system in your business. So if, and only if, you got value from this, or just mildly entertained, then please like, subscribe, share, follow, do all the socials, and we'll see each other in the next video.